Years ago, I read an ebook by a life coach who shared a story about her friend who effortlessly received everything she desired. At the time, I didn't realize we were God, and the coach didn't explain it. Now I understand that the woman recognized her inner divinity, allowing her to manifest effortlessly. But later I discovered the teachings of Neville Goddard, and they changed my life. Do you have this level of faith in your power? If not, then this video is for you. In this video, we are going to discuss how you can live a life of ease and manifest everything by knowing that you are the God of your reality. So let's start our video with a quote from Neville Goddard. He says, "All you could need or desire is already yours. Call your desires into being by imagining and feeling your wishes fulfilled." Our desires are a powerful force that can shape our lives, but often we hold ourselves back by limiting beliefs and doubts. We might feel that our dreams are unattainable or that we don't deserve to have what we want. However, these limiting beliefs only serve to hold us back from creating the life that we truly desire. Neville Goddard's quote reminds us that all we could ever need or want is already within our reach. It's simply a matter of calling it into being. This can be a difficult concept to grasp, especially if we've been conditioned to believe that life is hard and that we have to struggle to get what we want. But the truth is that the universe is abundant, and we are capable of manifesting anything we desire. To manifest our desires, we must first believe that we are deserving of them. This can be challenging if we've been conditioned to believe that we're not good enough or that we don't deserve happiness. However, we must remember that we are all deserving of love, joy, and abundance. It's up to us to let go of any limiting beliefs that are holding us back and embrace the fact that we are worthy of our desires. Once we've let go of our limiting beliefs, we can start to visualize our desires as if they have already been fulfilled. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help us focus our thoughts and emotions on what we want. By visualizing our desires, we create a clear picture in our minds of what we want to manifest. This clarity helps us to align our thoughts and emotions with our desires, making it easier to bring them into reality. We must also learn to feel the emotions associated with our desires. When we think about what we want, we must feel the emotions of having it already. This means experiencing the joy, happiness, and gratitude that come with having our desires fulfilled. By feeling these emotions, we attract more of what we want into our lives. Here is another quote from Neville Goddard. He says, "If you will assume your desire and live there as though it were true, no power on earth can stop it from becoming a fact." Throughout my life, I have experienced moments where I felt like there had to be more to life than what I was currently experiencing. I couldn't fathom the idea that I was born solely to suffer or live a life that I didn't want to live. The mere thought of having to do things I didn't want to do filled me with dread. However, as I began to interact with people, I realized that I wasn't the only one with this sentiment. Many others had experienced similar thoughts, feelings, and desires for a better life. At the time, I didn't know what to do with these thoughts and feelings, and I struggled to understand their significance. But as I delved deeper into teachings such as Neville's, I began to see that my true self already knew that what I was experiencing was not what life was supposed to be like. It was as if my inner self was trying to break through the surface and guide me toward a better life. However, I didn't fully comprehend this at the time and got busy with the day-to-day struggles of life, eventually falling back into a state of complacency. It wasn't until I discovered the law of assumption that I truly understood the power that lay within me. The law of attraction had already led me to this point, but it was the law of assumption that truly resonated with me. I came to realize that I no longer had to ask the universe for what I wanted because I knew that I was the universe and that the universe was within me. With this newfound understanding, I could have anything I ever wanted simply by stating my desires and believing that they were already fulfilled. I was no longer subject to external rules because I had the power to make my own rules. The beauty of the law of assumption is that it liberates us from the limitations of our minds. It allows us to tap into the vast potential that lies within us and manifest our deepest desires. However, this process requires a shift in mindset and a conscious decision to break free from the limitations that we have imposed on ourselves. We must learn to let go of our fears and doubts and replace them with a deep sense of belief in ourselves and our abilities. At the core of the law of assumption lies the principle of self-awareness. We must first become aware of our thoughts and beliefs before we can begin to change them. We must learn to identify the limiting beliefs that are holding us back and replace them with positive affirmations that support our desired outcomes. This requires a level of self-reflection and introspection that can be uncomfortable at times, but it is a necessary step toward personal growth and transformation. Another important aspect of the law of assumption is the concept of detachment. We must learn to let go of our attachment to specific outcomes and trust in the process of manifestation. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't have clear goals and intentions, but rather that we should remain open to unexpected opportunities and be willing to adjust our course if necessary. When we detach ourselves from specific outcomes, we free ourselves from the anxiety and stress that often accompany the pursuit of our desires. The law of assumption is not a magic pill that will instantly transform our lives. It requires dedication, patience, and persistence. We must be willing to put in the work and remain committed to our goals, even when faced with challenges and setbacks. However, the rewards of this process are immeasurable. As we begin to align our thoughts and beliefs with our desired outcomes, we open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities and potential. Now that you have discovered the law of assumption like me, you must understand that you don't even have to ask the universe for what you want, because you know that you are the universe and that the universe is within you. And this is why you can have anything you have ever wanted just by saying so and believing that it is done. You are no longer subject to rules, because you now know that you can actually make your own rules. So the logical question that you might have at this point is, why is my life still the way it is? Here's what Neville Goddard says: stop trying to change the world, since it is only the mirror. Man's attempt to change the world by force is as fruitless as breaking a mirror in the hope of changing his face. Leave the mirror and change your face. Leave the world alone and change your conceptions of yourself. One of the most misunderstood truths, even in the manifesting community, is that we do not need to change anything out there. Ever. The only thing that we need to change in order to be able to transform our lives and have anything and anyone we want is ourselves. You are the only person who needs to change if you want your life to change. That's it. It's important to understand that we are the only ones who need to change if we want our lives to change. It's not about changing external circumstances or the people around us, but rather our own beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. If we want to manifest something in our lives, we have to first align our thoughts and feelings with what we want. It's easy to get caught up in the belief that external circumstances need to change for us to be happy or successful. However, this belief is what holds us back from achieving our goals. We have to shift our focus from the external world to our internal world and begin to believe that everything we want is already within us. Neville said that attempting to change the world is useless because all we have to change is our conception of ourselves. This means that if we want to manifest something in our lives, we have to change our beliefs about ourselves and our ability to create the life we desire. But simply changing our beliefs isn't enough. We also have to dwell in the knowledge that what we want is already done. We have to let go of the need to control external circumstances and trust that everything is working out in our favor. This is the key to successful manifestation. Maybe you aren't understanding this philosophy, and that's the reason you still haven't manifested your desire. You also need to understand that manifesting your desires is not a fight. We were raised in a society that believes that we've got to fight for what we want. It feels rather unnatural to believe that we can have what we want so easily. So even as conscious manifestors, we feel the need to work for our desires. A very good example of that is manifesting a specific person. I can tell you for a fact that you do not have to do anything, but knowing that your SP is yours to manifest, you believe that you have to do something to manifest them. This is so because what you assume to be true will always be true to you. As Neil Donald Walsh says, God doesn't know the word no. Whatever you decide to be true will be true to you. So with this truth in mind, why would you want to embody the belief that it is hard to manifest your desires? Why would you want to make it hard to manifest your SP? Your desire, your person, is not outside of you. They are you pushed out, and they are just waiting to be manifested by you. All you have to do is declare what you want, assume that it's done, and let it come to you without blocking it with your opposite thoughts. This is how you manifest everything. So manifest away your desires and see how easy it is. I hope I was able to deliver a good analysis of this quote by Neville Goddard. And of course, this doesn't mean we agree with every single thing he said or believed in, because in the end, everyone will form his or her own opinion, and that is why we are analyzing and discussing his ideas and methods to fully understand his approach and general ideas, as he was a great mystic and writer in a previous century. His teachings have brought revolution and a complete change to the lives of millions of people. People who studied his teachings and applied them to their lives became successful in every part of their lives. If you want to share your opinion, comment down below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and helpful videos on manifestation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.